Every off-road discussion inevitably devolves into horsepower arguments and brand loyalty warfare. Meanwhile, some of the most capable dirt bikes ever built sit forgotten in garages, dismissed because they do not fit the narrow definition of what a dirt bike should be. Join us today as we expose 17 off-road motorcycles that rewrite the rules. Bikes that traded raw power for unbreakable reliability, sacrificed top speed for real-world capability, or simply got ignored because they wore the wrong badge. These are the trailblazing machines that actually work. Number 17. The Yamaha TW200. We begin with a motorcycle that looks absolutely ridiculous until you ride it through conditions that stop everything else. The Yamaha TW200 features comically oversized tires, a 130mm front and 180mm rear that give it a cartoon appearance. Then you point it at sand, mud, or snow, and suddenly everyone else is stuck while you are still moving. What makes the TW200 so uniquely capable? That absurd tire setup creates massive flotation that lets you ride over surfaces that would swallow normal dirt bikes. The engine is a 200cc air-cooled single producing just 16 horsepower, laughably underpowered by modern standards. But that modest power is exactly what makes this bike brilliant for technical terrain, where traction matters more than speed. The best case use for the TW200 is swamp and deep sand riding. Those balloon tires float over mud that would bog down bikes with twice the power. Snow riding becomes possible where other bikes simply sink. New TW200 sold for around $4,499 when Yamaha discontinued the model in 2007. Used examples from 1990 to 2007 range from $1,500 to $3,500 depending on condition. These bikes hold their value remarkably well because knowledgeable riders understand their unique capabilities. The TW200 is swamp floating brilliance, but what if you need a bike that can survive literal decades of abuse in the harshest conditions while parts remain available forever? Our next motorcycle is a third world workhorse that laughs at hardship. Number 16. The Honda XR200. The Honda XR200 represents everything right about simple, honest motorcycles. This is a 200cc trail bike that Honda built for over 2 decades with minimal changes because nothing needed improving. It is NVOT fast. Not exciting, not impressive, it just works forever. What makes the XR200 so dependable? Honda engineered this bike with a bulletproof air-cooled single that produces modest power but runs indefinitely with basic maintenance. The 4-stroke design is understressed, the carburetor is simple, and the kickstart-only design eliminates electrical failures. This is a motorcycle designed to run in conditions where dealer support does not exist. New XR200 sold for around $3,499 when Honda discontinued the model. Used examples from 1980 to 2002 range from $800 to $2,500 depending on condition. The 1986 and later models with better suspension are most desirable. The XR200 is forest trail perfection. But what if you need a modern bike with fuel injection and electric start that maintains that old-school reliability? Our next motorcycle proves that simple engineering still works in the 21st century. Number 15. The Suzuki DR-Z400S, 2000 to 2021. The Suzuki DR-Z400S spent 2 decades in production with almost 0 changes. Not because Suzuki was lazy, but because they got it right the first time. This is a 400cc dual sport that delivers legitimate off-road capability and enough power for highway commuting without the complexity that plagues modern bikes. What makes the DR-Z400S so uniquely capable? Suzuki engineered this bike with a balance of power and usability that modern manufacturers have forgotten. The liquid-cooled single produces 40 horsepower, enough to be fun, but not enough to be intimidating. The 5-speed transmission is deliberately geared low for off-road traction. The kickstart backup means you can always start the bike even if the electric system fails. The best case use for the DR-Z400S is desert and mountain trail riding. The combination of adequate power and excellent suspension makes it capable on high-speed desert runs while maintaining control on technical mountain single track. The 10 inches of suspension travel front and rear absorb harsh impacts. The seat height of 36.8 inches is manageable for most riders while providing enough ground clearance for serious obstacles. New DR-Z400S bikes sold for around $6,899 when Suzuki finally discontinued the model in 2021. Used examples from 2000 to 2020 range from $3,000 to $6,000 depending on condition and modifications. The 2009 and later models with fuel injection are most desirable but harder to find and more expensive. The DR-Z400S is desert-ready perfection, but what if you need something even more powerful that can tackle extreme terrain while remaining surprisingly reliable? Our next motorcycle is a performance machine that defies expectations. Number 14, the KTM 500 XC 2012 to present. We are now entering controversial territory because KTM has a reputation for being unreliable and expensive to maintain. The 500 XC challenges that narrative by delivering incredible off-road capability with better reliability than its race-bred siblings. What makes the 500 XC so capable? KTM engineered this bike as a slightly detuned version of their race bikes, which means you get serious power, 63 horsepower from a 490cc single, in a package that weighs just 257 pounds wet. The power-to-weight ratio is absolutely absurd, but the real genius is that KTM tuned this engine for tractable, low-end power rather than peaky top-end rush. The best-case use for the 500 EXC is mountain trail riding and high-speed desert runs. This bike excels when terrain demands instant power response and minimal weight. The 12+ inches of suspension travel front and rear absorb impacts that would bottom out lesser bikes. New 500 XC bikes sell for $11,899. Used examples from 2012 to 2020 range from $6,000 to $10,000 depending on hours and condition. The 2017 and later models with updated fuel injection are most desirable. The 500 EXC is mountain-conquering capability. But what if you want Japanese reliability with legitimate competition-level suspension? Our next motorcycle offers incredible value by combining proven engineering with modern capability. Number 13, the Kawasaki KLX450R, 2008 to 2009. The Kawasaki KLX450R had a tragically short production run, just 2 years. But those who own them refused to sell because Kawasaki created something special that has never been replicated. What makes the KLX450R so uniquely capable? Kawasaki took their bulletproof KLX450 platform and added Kayaba suspension from their motocross bikes, upgraded brakes, aluminum rims, and a more aggressive engine tune. The result is a bike that handles like a competition machine but runs like a Japanese street bike. The best case use for the KLX450R is aggressive mountain trail riding and enduro-style terrain. The combination of reliable power and excellent suspension makes this bike capable on terrain that would challenge pure race bikes while maintaining the dependability that lets you ride it home. The 10.6 inches of suspension travel front and rear matches many motocross bikes. The seat height of 36.2 inches is manageable for average height riders. New KLX450R bikes sold for $6,999 during their brief production run. Used examples from 2008 to 2009 now sell for $4,500 to $6,500. They have appreciated because knowledgeable riders recognize their rarity and capability. These bikes are difficult to find because owners keep them. The KLX450R is enduro excellence. But what if you need something with more displacement for serious adventure touring while maintaining legitimate off-road capability? Our next motorcycle is often dismissed as a street bike but delivers surprising trail performance. If you are discovering capable machines you never knew existed, hit that like button and drop a comment telling us which forgotten off-road bike you think deserves recognition. Subscribe so you catch our next video exposing the maintenance costs that dealers hide. Number 12. The Honda Africa Twin R D04 1988 to 1990. Before the modern Africa Twin became a heavy adventure tour, Honda built the original, a race-bred machine that won the Paris-Dakar Rally and brought that technology to street-legal production. The best case use for the RD04 is desert adventure riding and multi-day backcountry tours. This bike excels when you need to cover serious distances while maintaining capability on challenging terrain. Reliability is absolutely legendary. Africa Twin RD04 bikes routinely exceed 100,000 miles with basic maintenance. New Africa Twin RD04 bikes sold for around $5,999 during production. Used examples from 1988 to 1990 now sell for $4,000 to $8,000. They have appreciated significantly because collectors recognize their historical significance and capability. Clean examples with low mileage command premium prices. The Africa Twin RD04 is rally-winning capability, but what if you want something even more obscure that combines unusual engineering with surprising capability? Our next motorcycle features unique transmission technology that transforms off-road riding. Number 11. The Honda XR600R, 1985 to 2000. The Honda XR600R spent 15 years in production and became legendary among serious off-road riders who needed maximum performance without compromise. This is a pure off-road machine with minimal street legal pretense. What makes the XR600R so brutally capable? Honda built this bike as a competition machine that happened to have lights and a license plate. The 591cc air-cooled single produces 50-plus horsepower, enormous power from an air-cooled engine. The best case use for the XR600R is desert racing and high-speed off-road riding. This bike was designed for Baja-style terrain, where power and suspension matter more than comfort or refinement. Reliability is excellent, but requires proper maintenance. The air-cooled single demands regular oil changes, every 600 miles minimum. The valve adjustments are required every 2,000 miles. New XR600R bikes sold for around $5,499 during production. Used examples from 1985 to 2000 range from $2,500 to $5,000 depending on condition. The XR600R is desert racing capability, but what if you want something more manageable with electric start and modern conveniences while maintaining serious off-road performance? Our next motorcycle offers the perfect middle ground. Number 10. The Yamaha WR250F 2001 to present. The Yamaha WR250F represents the sweet spot between power and control. A four-stroke that is light enough to handle like a two-stroke, but delivers reliable four-stroke power. What makes the WR250F so uniquely capable? Yamaha engineered this bike with a compact liquid-cooled four-stroke that produces 38 horsepower in a package that weighs just 253 pounds wet. Reliability is outstanding for a performance four-stroke. WR250F bikes routinely exceed 20,000 miles with proper maintenance. The best case use for the WR250F is tight forest trail riding and technical single track. This bike excels when terrain demands precise control and quick direction changes. New WR250F bikes sell for $9,899. Used examples from 2001 to 2020 range from $3,000 to $8,000 depending on year and condition. The 2019 and later models with updated fuel injection and electric start are most desirable. The WR250F is single-track perfection. But what if you want something with substantially more power that can tackle extreme terrain while remaining controllable? Our next motorcycle is a thumper legend that changed off-road riding. Number 9. The KTM 525XC 2003 to 2007. Before KTM created the modern 500XC, they built the 525, a monster thumper that delivered absurd power in a lightweight package that terrified unprepared riders. What makes the 525 EXC so brutally powerful? KTM took their racing engine and made it barely street legal. The liquid-cooled single produces 65 horsepower from 525 cc's, power numbers that rival sport bikes from a single cylinder. The dry weight of just 231 pounds means the power-to-weight ratio is absolutely insane. The best case use for the 525 EXC is expert-level mountain riding and high-speed desert runs for experienced riders. This bike demands respect and skill. The power is violent if you are not prepared. The lightweight makes it flickable through technical terrain. Reliability is adequate if you follow KTM's aggressive maintenance schedule. Oil changes every 15 hours, valve checks every 135 hours. Owners who skip maintenance experience failures. New 525 EXC bikes sold for around $7,999 during production. Used examples from 2003 to 2007 now sell for $3,500 to $6,000, depending on condition and hours. These bikes require careful inspection because many were ridden hard and maintained poorly. The 525 EXC is expert-level capability, but what if you want something smaller and more manageable that still delivers impressive performance for lighter riders? Our next motorcycle is often overlooked but offers excellent capability. Number 8. The Husqvarna TE250 2014 to 2016. When Husqvarna joined the KTM family, they created several machines that shared technology but offered unique character. The TE250 is one of the forgotten gems. Now, if you are wondering what makes the TE250 so capable, I'ma tell you right away. Husqvarna engineered this bike as a lighter alternative to their larger models, perfect for smaller riders or those who value maneuverability over outright power. The 249cc single produces 37 horsepower in a package weighing just 233 pounds wet. The power is smooth and controllable, not intimidating. The best case use for the TE250 is technical trail riding and tight forest single track. Reliability is excellent for a KTM platform bike. The Husqvarna TE250 shares components with KTM but features unique bodywork and suspension tuning. Oil changes every 15 hours, valve checks every 135 hours. Owners report 20,000 plus miles with proper maintenance. The fuel injection is robust, and the chassis is durable. New T250 bikes sold for $9,499 during their brief production run. Used examples from 2014 to 2016 range from $5,000 to $7,500. These bikes are rare because production numbers were low, and most owners keep them. The specs are performance-focused: 249cc displacement, liquid-cooled SOHC single-cylinder engine with fuel injection, 6-speed transmission, hydraulic disc brakes front and rear, 12 inches of suspension travel both ends, and a wet weight of 233 pounds. This represents premium engineering. The TE250 is technical trail perfection. But what if you want something with substantially more displacement that offers touring capability alongside off-road performance? Our next motorcycle is a dual sport that actually works. Number 7. The Kawasaki KLR650 1987 to 2018 original run. The Kawasaki KLR650 spent 31 years in production with minimal changes, not because Kawasaki was lazy, but because they created a formula that worked perfectly for real-world adventure riding. The best case use for the KLR650 is adventure touring with moderate off-road capability and extensive road sections. This bike excels on fire roads, gravel highways, and unpaved touring routes. The combination of adequate power, massive fuel range, and bulletproof reliability makes it perfect for riders who need a bike that works rather than impresses. The suspension is basic but adequate. Reliability is absolutely legendary. KLR 650 bikes routinely exceed 100,000 miles with basic maintenance. The engine is deliberately understressed and tolerates neglect. The specs are deliberately basic: 651cc displacement, liquid-cooled DOHC single-cylinder engine, 5-speed transmission, disc brake front, drum rear on early models, or disc rear on later ones. Daniel from Montana bought a 2005 KLR650 for fire road exploration. 8 years and 76,000 miles later, he told me, "I have ridden this bike through every state west of the Mississippi. It has carried me on gravel roads, unpaved mountain passes, and cross-country tours. I have spent less than $2,000 on maintenance. It is not exciting, but it is dependable." The KLR650 is adventure touring reliability. But what if you want something significantly lighter with competition-level suspension for serious off-road riding? Our next motorcycle is a two-stroke legend. Number 6. The Yamaha YZ250X 2016 to present. When Yamaha decided to create a modern two-stroke enduro bike, they started with their motocross YZ250 and transformed it into the X model, a street-legal machine that maintains race performance. The best case use for the YZ250X is aggressive trail riding and enduro-style terrain for experienced riders. This bike demands skill and fitness. The power is immediate and violent. The lightweight 239 pounds wet makes it flickable through technical sections. The two-stroke power delivery provides instant response. The 13.4 inches of suspension travel front and rear absorbs massive impacts. Reliability is excellent for a two-stroke performance bike. Two strokes require more frequent maintenance than four strokes. Top-end rebuilds every 80 hours. Transmission oil changes every 10 hours. The specs are race-derived. 249 cc displacement, liquid-cooled two-stroke single-cylinder engine, 6-speed wide-ratio transmission, hydraulic disc brakes front and rear, 13.4 inches of suspension travel both ends, and a wet weight of 239 pounds. This represents two-stroke performance in enduro form. The YZ250X is two-stroke excellence, but what if you want four-stroke reliability with similar lightweight performance? Our next motorcycle is a beta that most American riders have never heard of. Number 5. The Beta 400 RRS 2012 to present. Beta builds some of the finest off-road motorcycles in the world, yet they remain relatively unknown in the American market because they lack massive dealer networks and marketing budgets. The 400 RRS proves that obscurity does not equal inferiority. What makes the Beta 400 RRS so capable? Beta engineered this bike with Italian attention to detail and competition-proven components. The 430cc single produces 45 horsepower in a package weighing just 247 pounds wet. The best case use for the 400 RRS is technical trail riding and enduro competition. This bike excels when terrain demands precision and control. The smooth power delivery builds confidence. Reliability is excellent but requires proper maintenance. Beta specifies oil changes every 15 hours and valve checks every 90 hours. Owners who follow the schedule report 25,000 plus miles without major issues. The specs are premium. 430cc displacement, liquid-cooled SOHC single-cylinder engine with fuel injection, 6-speed transmission, hydraulic disc brakes with Nissan calipers, 12.6 inches of suspension travel front, 12 inches rear, and a wet weight of 247 pounds. This represents Italian engineering excellence. The Beta 400 RRS is Italian capability, but what if you want something with even more displacement for serious adventure riding? Our next motorcycle combines power with surprising off-road performance. Are you discovering bikes you never knew existed? Drop a comment telling us which overlooked off-road machine you think deserves more recognition, and subscribe so you do not miss our upcoming video on budget adventure gear that works as well as premium brands. Number 4. The BMW G450X 2021 to present. BMW entered the middleweight adventure market with the G450X, a bike that combines German engineering with surprising affordability and legitimate off-road capability. What makes the G450X so uniquely capable? BMW partnered with Lonson to create a platform that delivers BMW quality at a price that does not require a second mortgage. The 452cc parallel twin produces 48 horsepower in a package weighing 385 pounds wet. The power delivery is smooth, and the fuel injection is excellent, and the build quality exceeds expectations. The best case use for the G450X is adventure touring with substantial off-road capability and comfortable road manners. This bike excels on mixed surface tours where you need adequate highway capability and legitimate trail performance. Reliability appears excellent based on early reports. These bikes are still relatively new, but owners report 15,000 plus miles without issues. New G450X bikes sell for $6,299, remarkably affordable for a BMW. Used examples from 2021 to 2023 range from $5,500 to $6,000. Minimal depreciation because demand is strong. The specs are balanced. 452cc displacement, liquid-cooled DOHC parallel twin engine with fuel injection, 6-speed transmission, ABS-equipped disc brakes front and rear, 6.9 inches of suspension travel both ends, and a wet weight of 385 pounds. This represents affordable BMW engineering. The G450X is BMW value, but what if you want something with substantially more power that maintains serious off-road capability? Our next motorcycle is a European machine that dominates hard enduro. Number 3. The Husqvarna FE501 2014 to present. The Husqvarna FE501 represents the pinnacle of single-cylinder engineering, a bike that delivers massive power in a lightweight package with surprising reliability. The best case use for the FE501 is expert-level hard enduro and extreme terrain riding. This bike demands respect, skill, and physical fitness. The power is violent if you are not prepared. The lightweight makes it manageable in technical sections despite the intimidating power. The 12 inches of suspension travel both ends absorbs massive impacts. This is for experienced riders only. Reliability is better than expected for such a high-performance machine. Husqvarna specifies oil changes every 15 hours and valve checks every 135 hours. Race bike maintenance. New FE501 bikes sell for $12,399. Used examples from 2014 to 2021 range from $7,000 to $11,000 depending on hours and condition. These bikes hold value because hard enduro enthusiasts recognize their capability. The specs are extreme. 510.9 cc displacement, liquid-cooled SOHC single-cylinder engine with fuel injection, 6-speed transmission, hydraulic disc brakes, front and rear, 12 inches of suspension travel both ends, and a dry weight of 239 pounds. This represents maximum single-cylinder capability. The FE501 is hard enduro dominance, but what if you want something with multiple cylinders that offers smooth power and surprising off-road capability? Our next motorcycle challenges the assumption that twins cannot work off-road. Number 2. The KTM 790 Adventure R 2019 to present. When KTM decided to create a middleweight adventure bike, they shocked everyone by engineering it for legitimate off-road capability rather than just highway comfort. The 790 Adventure R is the result. What makes the 790 Adventure R so capable? KTM engineered this bike with their parallel twin engine, producing 94 horsepower in a package weighing 433 pounds wet. That is remarkably light for a twin-cylinder adventure bike. The suspension travel is massive, 9.4 inches front, 9.1 inches rear. The 21-inch front wheel provides serious off-road capability. The best case use for the 790 Adventure R is adventure touring with serious off-road sections and highway capability. Reliability is solid, but requires diligent maintenance. KTM specifies oil changes every 9,400 miles and valve checks every 15,000 miles. Reasonable intervals for a twin. Early reports suggest 20,000 plus miles without major issues. New 790 Adventure R bikes sell for $13,999. Used examples from 2019 to 2023 range from $10,000 to $13,000, depending on mileage and condition. These bikes depreciate slowly because demand is strong. The 790 Adventure R is twin-cylinder brilliance, but our #1 most capable off-road motorcycle is a machine that has dominated hard enduro for decades while remaining affordable and surprisingly reliable. This is the bike that serious riders choose when capability matters more than comfort. Number 1. The KTM 300 EXC TPI 2018 to present. We conclude our list with the motorcycle that represents the absolute pinnacle of real-world off-road capability, the KTM 300 XC TPI. This is a two-stroke enduro machine with fuel injection that delivers competition performance with street-legal convenience. What makes the 300 XC TPI the most capable off-road motorcycle ever made? KTM engineered this bike with a transfer port injection, two-stroke that produces 54 horsepower in a package weighing just 238 pounds wet. The power-to-weight ratio is absurd. The two-stroke power delivery provides instant response. The TPI fuel injection eliminates jetting headaches while maintaining two-stroke character. The best case use for the 300 EXC TPI is technical single-track, hard enduro, and extreme terrain riding. This bike excels when terrain demands maximum power-to-weight ratio and instant throttle response. The lightweight makes it manageable in impossible sections. Reliability is excellent for a two-stroke performance bike. The TPI system has proven robust and reliable. Two-strokes require more frequent top-end rebuilds than four-strokes, every 80 to 100 hours. But the simplicity means rebuilds cost less and take less time. New 300 EXC TPI bikes sell for $11,199. Used examples from 2018 to 2022 range from $8,000 to $10,000, depending on hours and condition. These bikes hold value exceptionally well because experienced riders recognize them as the best off-road tool available. Carlos from Colorado bought a 2019 300 EXC TPI for technical trail riding. 3 years and countless hard miles later, he told me, "I have ridden this bike through terrain that I thought was impossible. Rock gardens that stopped everyone else. Log piles that seemed insurmountable. Hill climbs that looked vertical. The 300 TPI just keeps going." I have done 2 top-end rebuilds at 80 hours each, which cost $400 in parts and took me an afternoon in my garage. This bike makes me a better rider because I can focus on technique instead of fighting the machine. Click on the next video to continue the ride. Subscribe to our channel and please drop us a like.